Peter Mary here, the fun wedding guy, and I'm taping today's episode while my wife is in the other room watching American Idol. And that actually gave me the inspiration for the topic I thought I'd share about today, and that is having friends or family members who sing at your wedding or reception. One of the most memorable ones I've ever seen was at a wedding I did back in August of 2006. No, I'm sorry, it was August of 2008. It was Selena and Ryan's wedding, and her cousin Matt was going to be singing. And I always get a little nervous when it's going to be a family member or a friend or a cousin who's going to be singing, because there's always that fear of what if they just can't cut it, and what are you going to do? You know, there's not a lot you can do. So I got there early, I was ready to rehearse with him, and Matt showed up and he gave me the accompaniment track. Actually, he had somebody playing guitar, and he began to sing, and he sang You and Me by Lifehouse. And I swear to you, it was so breathtaking and so powerful and so moving as he was rehearsing. I got goosebumps. And I turned to Selena's father and I said, "What has he done? Is he in a band? Has he been singing for a while? What's he done?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, he was in American Idol Season 3, top 12 finalist. His name was Matt Rogers. He hosts a show now on TLC called Really Big Things." Turned out he was the life of the party that night. He was the one that was always hamming up for the camera. He jumped in the photo booth wearing nothing but a wife beater and holding a beer. He was hilarious. But when he sang during their ceremony, there wasn't a dry eye there. It was really, really a powerful moment. If you're going to have somebody sing at your ceremony or your reception, it's very important to make sure they can sing. Obviously, Matt knew how to bring it. It's also important to make sure that they have an accompaniment track that can be provided in advance to the DJ or the band, whoever is going to be providing the PA support for the ceremony or the reception. It's usually best to have it be a CD. In today's world, sometimes you can send an MP3 ahead of time, but having a CD is usually your best bet, because that way you can put it on and not worry about playing the wrong track. One memorable moment was a wedding where the bride's uncle was going to play a song, and he was actually going to play their first dance. And he brought his own keyboard, he plugged it in, he patched it into my sound system. But before he played their first dance song, he wanted to play a song he wrote just for them. And to be honest, I was once again just a little nervous. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. But then when he began to play the tunes to When I'm 64 by the Beatles, that's the one that goes, "When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now." Great song, really cool song. He took the tune from that and he rewrote the lyrics to tell their story in a very funny and romantic way. It was a love story set to music. And I just sat there in awe watching him as the crowd was laughing and kind of reaching out, and the bride and groom were touching each other's hands, and you could just see that they were blown away that he created this meaningful, powerful moment just for them, and he did it in song. I've been doing love story entrances as part of my grand entrance for my couples for many, many years now. I've taken workshops on it, but I've never seen anybody do a singing love story, and it was truly breathtaking. It was a very, very cool moment. So if you're going to have musical performers, it's important to make sure that if they're going to bring musical equipment, that they have the right equipment and the right hookups to plug into the band or the DJ sound system. It's important to make sure that they have the accompaniment track set. And it's also important to make sure that your master of ceremonies, your coordinator, your DJ, your band, all are aware that this is going to take place and when and how it's going to take place. The last thing you want to do is have somebody spring at the last minute that they're going to be performing and not be prepared for it. Or that they pop up and perform at an inopportune moment. Imagine a fully packed dance floor, everything's going crazy, everybody's having fun, and all of a sudden everything stops so we can watch somebody put on a show. And what if they do 5 songs instead of just 1? What if they make it all about them instead of really making it a tribute to the bride and groom? It's very important to measure all those things out. The last one I'll leave you with is a wedding I did down in Laguna Beach where the groom wanted to surprise his bride. And at the end of the meal, before they did their first dance, he took out a guitar and a microphone, and he serenaded her with a song that he wrote himself. And it was just a really, really powerful moment as he played that guitar and sang to his new bride. Everybody there was completely blown away that he created that just for her. So there are all kinds of fun ways to create that moment where you let somebody sing, you let somebody be that American Idol at your wedding. And that's what I thought I'd leave you with today on The Fun Wedding Guy while my wife's in the other room watching American Idol. My name is Peter Mary, and you've been watching The Fun Wedding Guy.